Good morning, people of the internet. My name is Sir Lord, and today we're going to continue what we were doing yesterday. I thought I wasn't going to have as much time, but I got up a bit earlier. So we are going to have like a good amount of time in order to create our second starter Pokemon. For those who are new or just tuning in, my name is Sir Lord, and we're going to be creating our own Pokemon region. So I'm going to be streaming and then archiving all of our design process and thoughts, and then when we get to the end of it, it'll be cool just to kind of go through and see all the different things that we may have changed. The whole process, right? Because I find creating a game to be fascinating. This isn't like the first time I've done something like this. I haven't ever streamed it or recorded it before, but I've created lots of things. So that's kind of our goal here. Today, we are going on starter Pokemon number 2. Yesterday, we created a. Let me just show you. It's not like. I'm not the best artist, but we created this. This is our Spider Rock Water type Pokemon. We start at Terracne, then we go to Aquiter. Oh, hi, Royal Eagle. You're up early. Well, I guess I'm up early too, but we're doing something a little bit different today. We're kind of like quote unquote creating our Pokemon game. I'm still gonna do the Nuzlocke, but I just wanted to try something a little bit different. Um, Ireland. Oh, so that's where you're watching from. Okay. So I guess like just in the afternoon. That's pretty nice. I'm all the way in the US, central US, so it's like almost 10 o'clock here. But back to what I was doing. So yeah, we've been creating our own Pokemon game, and this is like the Starfall Peninsula. I apologize for my god awful drawing, but you work with what you got, and this is my drawing capabilities on a mouse and keyboard. It's not much better when you have like the pen and paper, but it's definitely better than this because my mouse control is not that great. But yeah, so this was starter Pokemon number 1. We made a rock spider, or rock water spider, and then this is stage 1, stage 2, and then we also made the final form with Rockhider, which is our stage 3. Um, I know it doesn't look all that great, but this is like a geyser with a water. It uses its like water as its legs, so it kind of removed its legs and it walks around like that. So that's kind of the idea behind this. But today we're going to be working on starter number 2, which is this fighting electric type. Uh, so with that being said, what I was kind of thinking in terms of concept is it starts off as a fighting type. Okay, and then let's make it like this. Firebird type. Okay, we have Talonflame as well. For Firebird type as well as Moltres. So I did think about that. Uh, and that was actually like one of the first iterations. But my original type chart. This wasn't the original one. The only one that stuck was the Water Rock type. And I thought about doing rock, steel, and ground. And then I was like, okay, no, we're not doing that. Then I did rock, steel, and fire, and that was supposed to be a fire flying type. But then I thought about Moltres, then I thought about Charizard, then I thought about Talonflame, and I was like, I don't really want to tread over that water again, if that makes sense. Then I ended up on this one, which is what we're working with today. I did also experiment with having the types on this one. So this was a set design because I already knew what I wanted to draw for Arachne. Uh, but I had this as a fire flying type or flying grass because I was going to have the type chart come back like the OG starter type chart come back in the back half of their typings. But I decided against that because fighting grass has already been done, as well as grass flying, and same with firefighting and fire flying. So I kind of went against, I kind of chose not to do that. And my design thought here is we start off with physical types and they transition to the special types. I don't know. Probably Pokemon Starfall, because that's the name of the region. So you haven't been on the stream while I've been making this, but I have the story for this laid out. So the idea behind this region is that it's been kind of cloaked in a kind of dust for the past 100 or so years. And that is due to this right here. Let me make my little cursor thing bigger. All right, so this right here. So this is actually in the ocean. It's the corner of this peninsula, and it was hit by a meteor. And that meteor caused dust to form all around the region, kind of like the old school dinosaurs, like the theory that once the meteor hit, the meteor killed a lot, yes, but it was the dust clouds blotting out the sun that killed off a humongous population. But this is Pokemon. We're not going to have it be an extinction event. It only lasts for about 100 years, and the Pokemon here have survived. So, with that being said, and we'll come up with like a better names for it later on, more when we have like better theming. But this region has not been touched by humans for the past 100 years or so, and there isn't very much remnant of human civilization here. So we have our main city here. We're going to come in via an airport. This is the crappiest plane ever, I'm aware. But that's what that's supposed to be. Airport, starting town. This is the plains area. We got a forest. This is going to be like a mere fog forest. That's going to be cool. So this is the little mirror. Clouds for the fog and forest for trees. Ice forest. Icy tundra, I guess is what it's called. Mountains up here. This right here, I wish I could draw better because it's so cool in my mind. It's like a cool, kind of like charred off, melted mountain cape. And then we got the fire claws down here. This is like a cavern. But enough about that. If you want to go find more details on that, you can check out the previous streams. I'm going to put them on a YouTube channel at some point too. But that's for later. For today, we're going to make this fighting electric type. So what I was thinking is we're going to make it a punching Pokemon. Because our current punching Pokemon is going to be Machan, right? Or Hitmonchan, I should say. And Hitmonchan is quite literally just a punching Pokemon. But with this Pokemon, I want it to be a Pokemon that starts off absurdly slow and wants to work to learn how to do its punches. Okay, so this will be a humanoid Pokemon. I know I said I didn't want to have a humanoid Pokemon, but this one's going to be one of the few cases where we do have a humanoid, and it's the fighting type, so it feels a little bit more justified. So what we're going to do is we're going to have like a little fat Pokemon, okay? And we're actually going to make it, we might make it fighting ground type to start with, and then it evolves into a fighting electric type. Or what if we make it electric or fighting normal? I kind of like that idea. So we're going to have it be a fat little blob at first. So it's going to be a fat little cute guy with a little paws. Something like that. I know this is like the Kirby outline, but it's kind of the idea for now. And then we're going to have, I guess it's really going to be Kirby-like. like this will be its eyes. And it'll be something like that. A little derpy face. And how are we gonna make it not as Kirby-like? So we can give it a little hat. That can be the start. So let's get rid of these for now. Ooh, what if we just don't have it have arms at first? Actually, what if we just don't have arms at all? So if we don't have arms and we just keep it like this little egg guy. So we keep it like this for now. And then we'll give it a little hat. What do we want for a hat? We'll make the hat a little bit darker. We could also just make it a cannon. Like make it a little tiny. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if we like that. What if I make it into... You know what? We'll make the hat a boxing glove. Because that'll be cute. It's just a hat, though. It's not actually part of the Pokemon at first. But that kind of clashes with our theming. It'll be fine. Actually, no, it's perfect with the theming. When we came to this area, we introduced Pokemon to the concept of boxing. There we go. That's the theming for this Pokemon. So it used to just be like this. Then it saw boxing and it went and stole its own hat. Okay. I'm gonna type that real quick. We want this to be like 6 was, and let's make it black instead of this. Okay, was introduced to boxing, so now its species likes to wear boxing hats to celebrate the sports. Something like that. That'll be kind of like the idea of the Pokedex entry. Because we got to do that too. And I need to do this not like that because I forget Krita doesn't actually have like a good word editor. Or not word editor, but like text editor. So I need to do something like that. Okay. Yeah, so it's got a little tiny boxing hat and it's a little fluff ball. And it's going to start as... we're going to start abbreviating the types. So it'll start as... Right. A fighting normal type. Alright, so fight starts as fighting normal type. And then, as it starts to learn to use this little glove, alright, it'll turn into probably something a bit more angular, more body structured. That needs to be gloves, but it's a hat for the Pokemon. It's fine. We'll make the structure of this into... So I wanted to eventually get really fast and speedy, because the idea behind the final form is it punches so fast it's like lightning. So we need to have the awkward middle stage be part fluff, part angular. So we'll have it be, instead of a circle, it'll become a triangle, I guess, in terms of body shape. And we'll have it bulk out its arms first. So it'll be a reverse triangle. So something like this. And then once it gets to this shape. See, that's kind of Hitmonchan shape though, right? Because he's a triangle because he's got the giant pauldrons. You know what? We only have legs. We'll make it a normal triangle. And let us get rid of this. Should have made this bigger, but it's fine. So we'll make it like this. And you know what? We're going to have its legs kind of be... This is when it'll turn into the fighting electric type. Because what it started to learn how to do is use static electricity in order to create or move its glove. Okay. So it's got the second glove. And then, like, that, I guess. Whew. That's a tough glove. Something like that. Like this. And bam. And then we'll give it kind of angryish eyes. And we'll give it the... That's kind of goofy looking. Something like that. It's in its edgy, like, Sasuke mode at the moment. It's not going to stay as a triangle. The triangle part's going to be changing. This is just so I can get a better idea. And then flat fluff ball. What do I want to do with it? I want to... Does it have knees? Does it have knees? You know, I kind of want to get this body shape going, actually. I know I said I was going to fix it later, but we're fixing it now. So we'll get rid of those. Then we'll go like this. Yeah, it's kind of started to curve itself a little bit. I could make it a tank. I'm kind of into that. Instead of going humanoid, it becomes a tank. And instead of missiles, it shoots boxing gloves. That's hilarious. That's what we're doing. So you're becoming a tank. And that also works with the speed. Design. We're coming up with it. Alright, so it's starting to get tank treads. It's a little awkward little volcano looking thing. And then we make the final form. And the final form is going to be a full-on tank. So we're going to have treads. We're going to have kind of a lean, mean, square body now. And it shoots boxing gloves with its cannon. So we'll give it 4 cannons. 1 cannon. 2 cannon. 3 cannon. And 4 cannon. And then for its face, I kind of wanted to go jolly again. So we'll do like... Come at me, bro. And it shoots out many boxing gloves. I might even make it Fighting Dark to start with, because I have some ideas for, like, silly lore. Because I can have it be that it loves to steal boxing gloves just so it can amass its collection, and now, at this stage in its lifespan, it is ready to unleash that collection upon the world. Huh, I kind of like that idea, so we'll go back here. Not you. Let's move this so it's easier. We'll make you fighting normal type. Or fighting dark type. And I guess I should make the entries for our other Pokemon too, shouldn't I? Should I start with that? Yeah, I think I should. So let's do that real quick. Okay. Introduced the art of boxing and was and fell in love. But its lack of arms meant it could not participate it steals gloves to show its support, but its lack of arms causes it makes the gloves only useful as a hat. Alright, so that's the stage 1's text. Stage 2. And, oh, whoops, that's supposed to be a 6. And, alright. In order to use the boxing gloves it has stolen, it has learned to control the gloves via static electricity. Perfect. And then for our final one, whoops. Alright, and then this one will have it has finally of the punch and can punch faster than lightning. It uses all the gloves it has stolen as ammo. Alright, perfect. And we're still going to write its names as in Paint. I know I could do the text version, but I feel like that kind of fits for the Pokedex, while me naming it with the pen kind of gives it a little bit more flair. So, what are we going to name you guys? We'll name you Boxchew. Whoops. Because it's cute and it likes boxing. Boxchew. I guess that's kind of like a weird Pikachu ripoff. And then I kind of want to have Grudge in your name. Hmm. Could call you Grudge Match. No, I feel like that'd be better for like a fire fighting Pokemon. We shall call you. I could also make them kind of cardboard boxy. But you're a sphere, so that doesn't really work. So let us call you. Hmm. Man, the naming part is the hardest part. I mean, I guess I could change the names in the future. Maybe when I have like a more solid visual aesthetic. What if I call you Lahook? Illicut. Cut Trick. We'll call you Jab Trick. That's fine. Trick. And then we'll name you Tank Punch, Punch Tank. Eleponche. No. Vista Tank. Punch Tank. Uppercuts, jab, feint, storm, punch drum. Punch drum's fine. Punch drum. Perfect. Now we have their names. Alright, so this is Punch Drum. I should also Pokedex number them, shouldn't I? So we'll make you Pokedex number 9. I guess you can be 6. You're 9. Save as... What did I name you guys? Box Chew and Chaptrick. Box Chew. Number 7. And Jabtrick. Number 8. Okay, and then what we'll do before we get off is we'll make Pokedex entries for these guys. So we'll start with you. I don't have very much space for this, though. Okay. A little rock spider. That has rainwater filling up the holes that debris, orbital debris has created on its back. Yeah, I don't have like good space. Like I have this spot, but this is where we're gonna put his entry. And the Equiter living with the water that was gifted or was on its back before has ingrained itself into its biology, allowing a Equiter to produce its own. Perfect. Okay, we need to do this. Whoops. Like that. Like this. Space. And that should fit now. Man, the spacing on this font for some of these letters is whack. Okay. And then we will save as number 1 and number 2. Perfect. All right, and now we just need to make the reciters. Okay, a little water. Has gotten, has become a central part of the species to the point it cannot move without it. Alright, just like some basic ones for these ones, but like, I kind of feel like it fits. And then we'll save this one. Number 3. Perfect. Alright, we're getting places. We are getting places. Save. Alright, and then let's save all of them just to make sure they are good. Save. Alright. Yeah, so we have our second set. I know that this drawing isn't... this concept's a little bit more iffy and needs to be refined a bit in the future, but I do kind of like the idea of making like a... we'll probably make it look less tank-like and more organism-like in the future as I hopefully get better at drawing these with just practice. But yeah, so we have successfully made our second starter. Now for tomorrow, we're gonna go back into the Nuzlocke. I just need like a little bit of time to more condense my thoughts, especially because I'm not as I don't quite have the concept for this one yet. So I'm gonna need a little bit of time to think about that. So tomorrow we'll go back to the Leaf Green Nuzlocke, and then we will maybe do 2 episodes of that or 2 showings of that, and then we'll get back on this for the weekend. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. It might be Nuzlocke, return to this, 2 episodes of Nuzlocke, because I do work over the weekend. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys are enjoying. Let me know if there's anything I can do or any tips for drawing. Granted, I guess this isn't like a YouTube video where I can get like comments and whatnot, but you know, we're gonna try it. I'll probably have a YouTube video up or a YouTube channel up for this. Not tomorrow, but I'll probably do it the day after on Friday. Yeah. But thanks for anyone who stopped by. Thanks for anyone in the future who's watching this. And you guys have a busted rest of your day.